Kochimasu. Kitsumatas. Excuse me. Mokochapaye. See. Preparing thy transmission. Activation. So. Lyran Starseed activation, holy wands, Machi Saka. I welcome all of you Starseed brothers and sisters out there, whether you're Lyran or not. You can be Syrian, probably you're Pleiadian, Arcturian, Orion, Andromedan. You're one of the brothers and sisters from light. That's what we represent. Love, law of one. All is one. All is one with God. The all oneness. Machiwa. Amokuchi. Motakachi. Su. And you'll hear me speak some of these light languages. It is, after all, activation. DNA, Holy One. We are going to learn this Lyran Starseed ascension process of activating your DNA. You activate your chakra. That's what your DNA is. Based on your chakra, based on your, you would say, the work that you've done, the lives that you've had, the spiritual journey you have led. Okay, where have you done? What have you done? What are you going to do? Matsi. We're live. And in chat, we'll have our vatos come in here. Matsike. It's kind of turns into a little bit of like an indigo party. Kochi. Makatas. There we go. Matur. We have this ceremony. This ritual. Vashuta. Member threes. Kochama. A little bit of sage, a little bit of cleanse, a little bit of protection. Thank you for being here on my live about starseeds, Lyran Starseeds. We talk about all kinds of starseeds. Today we're going to talk some with the Lyrans. I got an amazonite, beautiful stone, very colorful. This is close to the color of blue flame, which is pale turquoise. Kind of like even more pale than this. Got an amethyst stone, makuchi. You can feel it on your third eye, activate your third eye, which is DNA. 6-strand DNA. And wow, wait a second, I need my glasses. But we want to work on 5th strand and 5th strand and 4th strand. And of course, you want to balance your lower chakra. So, and that's what we're going to be talking about today, Starseed activation. Thank you, Visionary. You're awesome. Aw, thanks for being you. I'm always happy to see you. Come again. Asivas. You are beautiful, Holy One. Thank you for that emoji. Thank you for your help. You're so awesome, Holy One. Thank you. Asima. There is something called karma, but there's also something called good karma. Tsikaya. We are all in session. We are in class. We are Chiamakaya. Prepared to go into that. Dare you walk into the Stargate. If you saw this shimmering doorway, kind of like a portal to another world, you know it has something to do with time. You will go into thy future or past, realize this stuff is real, but you ain't going through this. You're not going to be able to port unless you have the DNA. That's the access code. you know, you're trying to get into, that's why they're called keys. You're going to have these DNA keys. You are Starseed, that means you actually have the Stargate keys inside of your DNA. This is why they'll try to get your DNA. With or without you know, alive or dead, right? They can get your DNA. So you got, once they got your DNA, then they're gonna try to, you know, they got access to codes. Also, when they make a being with your DNA, a hybrid, now they can have their souls, their matrix, incarnate into that DNA, thanks to your contribution. So, well, sometimes they take your DNA without your knowledge, or without your permission, or whatever, without your awareness. So you just have no say in it at all, I guess. Well, you know that's bullshit, right? That infringes upon your law of one. So you know it's not right. But you don't go angry and go, what do you call that? You know, because that's what that God is, angry. And it goes into revenge mode. So, you know, this is the kind of energy that you want to avoid. You are looking towards positive beings who are not doing such, obvious wickedness. Kill them all. There's something wrong with that statement. Kill them all. Including the women and children and animals. Damn! That's effed up. That's in the Bible. Your God, this being, gets pretty pissed off and does some pretty dark things. And so now, Lyran Starseed, Holy Ones, we are going into this DNA. It is activation. It is DNA activation. Activation of what? DNA. So, you have regular human DNA, but the Starseed, the indigo child, adult, the indigos, hey, you're coming in with more. So your DNA is special, not like better or you know, chosen. You know what I'm saying? This is like energy. How much energy you can fit in your DNA template, how much energy they run through their DNA template. So we're not talking, you know, comparing intrinsic value. Intrinsically, everyone's equal. Energy-wise, no, we're not all equal, because one burnt being could be able to, a higher being, like a ninth dimensional being, can hold much more energy than us. That's the difference. How much energy can it hold? How much consciousness? Because we know energy is alive. Energy is consciousness. And it happens to be that consciousness is energy. So think your thoughts are actually just energy. The universe is energy. Everything is energy. Not just consciousness, everything. But what do you mean everything is conscious? So it is consciousness. All is consciousness. All is energy. Your consciousness is the same as saying your energy. You're an energy being. Your consciousness. Your consciousness. You're an energy being. Your energy. And you're conscious. So, it's a hologram and everything is made out of conscious energy. Everything. So, when you go into a world that's made of thoughts, and you're going to be, see, that's the illusion. You don't actually go into anywhere. You stay right here in the same place. It's just changing vibration with your thought forms. Thought is what does everything. Makes all the changes, makes all the decisions. Thought is the final boss. You are thinking. You're a thought. You are the being thinking this thought, and the thought is beyond my body. The thought is higher than my body, but it's all thought. It's all based on a higher thought. We're thinking from fourth dimension. That's higher. Our thoughts are higher than our body. Our body is 3 dimension. The vehicle, the carbon matter. This is carbon matter is, makachiwa, another level of reality than your mind, consciousness, soul, energy, spirit. Well, it's all energy, remember? Everything is energy. So, your dog is your pet hamster, your desk, your chair, the sewer. It's all energy. It's all energy. Nothing's physical. That's energy. Wow. What do you mean? Yeah, it's not physical. You think it's physical. It's the illusion of physicality, the illusion of solidity, because there is no solidity. Your mind perceives something solid. That's solid. Ow. That's their only idea. No, it's not solid. It's actually, when you start developing tools that let you zoom in thousands of times, okay, you can see stuff like atoms. New protons? Can you see atoms in a microscope? That's a special microscope. What's it called? And then you got, that's the micro. So obviously something smaller than us. But there's the macro. Something's bigger than us. We're somewhere in between, obviously. Between that super small to the super big. We're all part of that. And simultaneously. Right now, this part of us, our part, me, this is me, I am part of this bigger being. I am part of a bigger identity of myself. And as this self, I can connect to that higher self. That's you, not a god to worship. Not someone to praise and, that's you, man. What are you worshiping yourself for? Backs, Don't worship. I mean, you can if you want, right? Law of one, free will. We're saying if you do, though, this being is a vampire. It's toxic being. It's gonna drink you, eat you, consume you. It's energy of vampire, and maybe an actual vampire too. So we got all kinds of creatures and beings that are not all out for your best interest, holy ones. You're in a spiritual war. Don't you feel it? If you can feel it, damn. It's you. Blessings, gratitude, kindness, bliss, joy, love, unconditional love, Vato Locos. Oh yeah, si, acai, capucina. That was a different language that I don't know, but I spoke it. Hello, what's up? Indigo, vatos. I'm a Kaya. Welcome to this presentation of spirit, vatos. And the topic is activation. You're going through ascension, you know that part, spiritual awakening. Well, how do you get there? How do you get to ascension? Through your DNA, through DNA activation. That's what activation is. As soon as you say the word Activation, what does that mean? It means your DNA. So when you say starseed activation, starseeds, hey, wake up, activate your DNA. When that's activated, now you have the ability to go to that dimension. Hello, time travel 101. You want to go to the future? Okay, no problem. But first, you have to develop the DNA to take passage there. Oh, you want to go there? No problem. You want to go to the fifth dimension? Well, you got to build the fifth dimensional code. It's not hard to understand. I mean, it's the keys to the fifth dimension. This is the key to the fifth dimension. You don't got it? Doesn't matter what books you're learning, which religion or spiritual system you're part of, who you worship, who you're married to. It doesn't matter, man. You know what matters? Your chakra. At the end of the day, at the end of your life, what matters is your chakra. It's a serious, important, profound understanding. All of your dramas are based on this chakra, man. Because you got problems with it. Some of you aren't even aware of what is a chakra. How do you say chakra? No, not Chakra vato loco. Learn and open and activate your chakra. Specifically your heart and your throat. That's blue. This is blue and this is green. Green and blue. Green and blue. Blue and green. I love you. Do you love me? Blue and green. What's up? Is that hard? Heart chakra, love, humanity. You're connecting to this planet. Humanity, love. This is a new level, a new, you would say, spiritual lesson. This is the mind. It's a different lesson. The heart's another spiritual lesson. This throat, spirit, truth, is another spiritual lesson. And clairvoyance, audience. Now you're getting to higher realizations. But we're still nowhere even in the middle yet. Wait. You're not in the middle till you get to like the crown. Now you go right after the crown. Third eye is your crown, and so you're getting close to it. It's like 7.5, because there's 15 chakras. So the middle is about 7.5. So 7.5 activation. That means you have your chakra halfway through, halfway activated. When you do natural, you do natural DNA activation by simply living life throughout the time cycles, throughout the dimensions of time. You literally have to be in those time fields. You have to be in those hollow fields to pick up the codes from it. You go there, live there, pick up the codes from there. Oh, don't live there. Come on, dude. Don't live there, then don't pick up the DNA from Earth. You got the DNA from Earth by living on Earth through the first dimension, through the second dimension. Now we're going through almost to the end of the third dimension. Which is bullshit, because you need freaking a lot more DNA than that. Almost twice as much of what you need now. Not exactly, but a lot more. You need the whole 4th strand and the whole 5th strand. That's what I just told you. You need your green ray and your blue ray. Your green ray and your blue ray. You were born with 1, 2, 3. Everybody has 1, 2, 3. Everybody has 1, 2, 3. Say it again. Everybody has 1, 2, 3. Not everybody has your 4th chakra. That's a starseed. That's a light worker. That's an empath. That's an indigo child, man. Shikaya Vasia. You are coming in with this holy grail. That means something important. You're not from this world. You're coming down down to a lower world to help these lower consciousness to expand, maybe, instead of fall, instead of be stuck in reincarnation. Do you think, not just reincarnation, but there's a forgetting? Do you think forgetting is good? Like, what's the point if you're always forgetting? How do you develop when you're always forgetting? Well, it doesn't actually work that way. It goes into your DNA. So you're living your DNA in your life. So right now you're living the DNA that you developed already. Now you're working towards new code, see, as you go through the time fields, as we go through these hologram fields, we're in a hologram. As we go through these fields, we are collecting the suffragancies of that dimension, of that time vector. Our energy, our mind, our consciousness, our spirit is spending time in the 3D through incarnating in bodies here, collecting these codes. We're collecting these codes. Machiwa. As it's explained in the Voyager's information from Ashiana Dean, the Voyager's information, Machiva, there's disembodied souls here. And some of you psychically connect to disembodied souls. Imagine the agony or the suffering they're in with no body, stuck with no body for countless ages. So you incarnate in a body here. You're a 4D, one of the souls coming to Earth, projecting to Earth. Remember, you never go anywhere. You're always in the same space right here. Not across the room. Nowhere. There is no movement. Your consciousness is right here in these fields. Now, what happened was a cataclysm. You fell from 5th dimension to a low level, like literally, the Lemurians start in 2nd dimension. So you start in 3rd dimension when you're Atlantean, and then the Aryans start coming in. We're coming in. You could say we're the earlier Aryans, because we're actually 4th dimensional race, the 4-strand race. We're the race working on the future 4-strand. But the deal is that we're in a problem. We're in what's called galactic quarantine, which affects the planet, which affects all life on Earth. We're in some type of problem, and it's like a freaking wall, and you're not getting beyond the wall if you don't go and create your 4th strand and your 5th strand. It's not a joke, okay? It's not some funky, weird spiritual belief. This is how ascension works, you guys. You have to build freaking your DNA. You have to build the chakra. Whatever mumbo jumbo else you want to learn, okay? At the end of the day, what you need to be doing, man, is working on your chakra, because you can't rely on doing it naturally. We have to do some freaky accelerated ascension mechanics. We have to do some accelerated training, and there's people sleeping, doing no work, not even meditating, much less working on DNA regenesis. It's like DNA regenesis. Now you know what DNA is. It's chakra regenesis. Build your chakra. Learn from simple chakra books. You can learn that from a little simple book that tells you the ways you can activate the freaking chakra, man. It's not a mystery. You can go look and find basic information and learn about your heart chakra. That's not just so simple, though. You got to live the principles. Live the principles. Be without acting, without stuttering. You have to flow with heart energy. Because you asked me, how do you know if your chakra is activated? Well, that's how you know. Are you living love? Are you feeling love? Humanity? The planet? Okay, there's your answer. No, that's your answer too. You don't feel it, it's not activated. Do you feel the throat chakra? Do you experience the throat chakra? Then it's not activated. Why are you asking me? Ask your own body, check it out. Is this, how do you know if it's activated? You feel it. There is results of it. So it is manifest. You will know by experience. It will be an obvious thing. You have to learn. I mean, I have like. Well, let me. I just thought of it. If I thought of it, that means it's important. So. Dude, this is a chakra book. Okay? This is but some chakra information. This is a technology, this is science, this is freaking ancient. This is the pathway to meta-human. In your junk DNA is your mokochia. It's you're either working on it every day or you're not. You're either visualizing energy balls of light, color, or not. You're either, I'm telling you these things. I've been telling you about working on your chakra. Working on your chakra. Hey, hey. So how about a subtle energy book? Subtle energy body book. Learn about your anatomy, holy ones. Diagrams, illustrations, color. See what the aura is supposed to look like. It's technology, man. It's not new age. This is something you work on. It's not being just loving and good and you're gonna ascend. No. It's not religion. Just be good in God's graces and believe in this and you go to heaven? No. You have to learn this DNA regenesis, which is another way of saying do your freaking chakra work. Specifically to brothers and sisters. Thank you. See my guy, yeah. And I will be getting lit. That means you take plant medicine that will, boost your chakra from this level to an expanded level for as long as the medicine lasts. A good session will be typically 30 minutes. So I'll get lit, and then for 30 minutes you hang out with me while we're in a boosted state. You feel the actual dimensions of current when you got this chakra. You see the beings in the worlds when you do this chakra. That's another way to answer. Instead of asking me, are you seeing these other worlds? Are you seeing ETs? This is another dimension of reality, man. These beings are ETs to you. They're extraterrestrials to you. This is humans in Earth. This is another level of reality. It's another universe. This is a galactic level, the soul level. Are you connecting to your soul level? Are you feeling me, vatos? This is fifth dimension. This is, what is it? The year 39,000? Let me see. The year 39,000 AD. Let me double check with, I haven't opened it, guys. Sorry, let me open this diagram. Sometimes at the beginning of the show, I'm supposed to open them. Chicas Matoye. And I am actually working on a new version of this time matrix diagram. I'm so excited, you guys, because what I'm doing is, since I'm doing the Serify video, I had to change the time matrix map. What I'm doing is improving it by adding all these races, all of the Elohai races, all of the Seraphai races, and all of the Violet Flame races, Brahmarama. So we got this diagram now. So this is not the new one. I'm not finished with that yet. It's in the making. So Avastutas Amakachevas Oma Apa Kache. So 3 chakra, huh? These are dimensions of reality, time periods, 3,900 and 38 AD is the 5th dimension. Okay? You're from that world, man. You're from those cities. You're from that technology. You're from this understanding. You're a soul. You're not a soul here. You're part of the soul. You're 1/12 of your soul. Beings down here are in these little worlds. We're in 2022. Close to this, right? Man, this ain't shit. Look at this. There's no comparison to beings who live at this level. I mean, we're talking about going to the moon, going to Mars, which we've already done, but we're talking about it. What do you think these guys talk about? From the 5th dimension. All right? With the superconscious mind. Okay, you're not just thinking as an individual, you're thinking as a collective. You're a 12 tribe, honey. You're part of that 12 tribe. You're learning about Lyran Starseed activation DNA. Well, this is a part of it. These are dimensions of reality. Your chakra, your root chakra, your sacral chakra. That's a dimension of time. I gotta fix these in the right order. That's the old ET map. These are dimensions of time. These chakra, man. You lived, like I told you earlier, to develop the first chakra. Like, for example, the second chakra. To develop it, you had to live lives throughout these periods of time to get the hollow field energy of the second dimension into your DNA. Now, so understand that because you're here, you have the DNA. That means you lived the lives in Lemuria to get the second strand. You were a Lemurian being who worked on the second chakra in those Lemurian age period, which crossed over with the Atlanteans, who, they lived at the same time for a little while. So they destroyed the Lemurians. So this is actually a complicated history, because one thing you learn through the Christos Avatar and the Guardian information is that we've been destroyed twice. Humans, we've already done this. We've already done Lemurian, for example. We've already done Lemuria 2 other times, Atlantis 2 other times, because both of those times all the people were destroyed, except for the ones who survived, who were evacuated off planet, or the ones who escaped to the inner Earth, and they had the DNA to go inside inner Earth. So this is how some people survived, how we still survived, how the races survived. Some got rescued in time, some got into the inner Earth in time. So the DNA lived. The races lived. Your DNA is still around. We're a people. You're part of a people. You know what that means? You're part of a race tribe. You're part of a race DNA. You go into the DNA to higher awarenesses, and then you realize these higher awarenesses are higher identities. They're you. And the concepts of evolving to a higher level is so weird when you realize you're a plural consciousness, one of several at once, simultaneous, like a telepathic realization, understanding, communication with your other selves, other incarnations in the time vectors of the hologram. You're communicating with each other. You know each other's thoughts. Here, we don't do that. We're freaking all deformed and distorted down here. Our minds, our bodies are actually deformed. We look nothing like our higher selves. This is nothing. We call each other pretty and beautiful, handsome, whatever. This is nothing, guys. Carbon ain't shit compared to carbon crystal beings. You're a carbon crystal being. You're a giant, first of all. 9 to 14 feet tall. And that's where the humans started. These giants. We're legendary. We're powerful people, powerful technology, galactic faring, multi-dimensional faring, going to time, going through gates is traveling. It's just traveling for these beings. From our point of view, oh, they're traveling through time. They're gods. Dude, traveling through time is a matter of just daily little routine stuff. They just go through portals. They're traveling through portals, going to different energy, frequency, vibrations, dimensions, time periods. It's just changing frequency. It's just changing your radio station. You're changing vibration when you know that we don't do that at will here. Down here, we're so freaking diluted, distorted, twisted, dark even. So primitive. We don't believe in it. God. We don't believe in spirit beings or aliens. We don't believe in all this shit, man. We're just, completely in dark ages. Like little barbarians in some, primitive society and civilizations. Like we haven't learned jack squat. So, there's your ego work. Take care of that ego and realize what you really are doing down here is not good. You're down in 3D. You're getting down to the final levels, dude. Like, there's only second dimension and first dimension below you. You're pretty freaking low to the freaking bottom. In a hologram, in these spiritual ascensions and time cycles, you go to the bottom, you go into unconscious oblivion. After you finish that sinking, falling angelic, when you finally fall, you're going to keep falling somewhere down to the end. Well, you're transmuted. Okay? Creation transmutes you into new energy, new purpose, new consciousness, new life. Nothing dies. So a fallen angelic will fall into unconscious oblivion, losing identity. The identity is recycled, is transmuted. Recycled means gone and start anew. That doesn't seem possible, right? How can someone be forgotten? These beings went through this fall. The energy became reused. Kind of like you can delete files, you can put new files, you can change files. So realize that there's all kinds of things about life maybe you could reconsider. My vato locos. Life Monique, how you doing, Holy One? Love and light to you. We got Thunder 444. Reminds me of like the Thunderbird. The Thunderbird. So I have a connection to the Thunderbird myself, and I'm also connected to the Phoenix bird. These are some of my earlier spirit guides in my life on my spiritual journey. Usually, and also had the seahorse. This is freaking badass spirit guy. And I've seen these extraterrestrial beings that I can't explain because there's nothing that looks like it. Well, I've talked about them before. They're like beings that have many type of arms or legs or tentacles or something, but they're not in a world like this. They're in a world where they float. They just exist in vapor, or they just exist. Well, I saw vapors. So there must have been density 5 or the eternal, or the energy matrix. I think a lot of things are happening, I see, are in an energy matrix. In the energy matrix, the cosmos, the ascended master fields. It's so weird to explain though, because at the same time your mind is translating a lot of stuff that you don't understand. You don't have no reference point. The mind, has to fill it in with familiar things. So the more that you open the chakra, the higher chakra, the less that happens. The more you see the pure, true, unadulterated, unfiltered energy, spirit. Like if you could truly, truly see a being from another higher dimension, another reality, you should be able to see like so much more detailed. Like it's more lucid, more refined, more data, it's more to see, more resolution, it's more real than this reality. This is it is a dream, like a dream, a sleep world. Isn't it interesting we fall asleep every night? Why? If this is all energy and consciousness and hologram fields, why do we need to sleep? What kind of beings need to sleep? Oh, let me ask you this. Do you think an immortal being needs to sleep anymore? Needs to eat. You don't have to eat, you don't have to digest, you don't have to shit or pee. Yucky stuff. I want to go to that world where you're a giant, where you're super psychic, and in super technology, in the future, super brain, and because these beings focus on that. They focus on being extremely powerful with their technologies and stuff. They are very effective and they're very powerful beings. That's why when you're dark up there, when you're dark at those levels, you can look at our levels like with total disgust. No empathy, just total coldness. Those dark beings. That's what they are. That's what they're made of. That's what their consciousness is all about. It's not like we could just be all peaceful, loving people without being molested by dark energies, dark beings, dark people. Because it's here. It's up and in your face. It's in our society. It's the way the society is running, operating on negativity, negative and dark things. And there's so many dark secrets and occult things and black magic things going on behind the scenes that people don't even believe in, aren't perceiving or realizing. It's just stuff happening that you have no clue about. You don't even believe in it. So it's like, what's going on? What's going on? You don't understand what the hell's going on. But when you see from the spiritual lens, you see the greater puzzle picture. When you realize through the Christos, thanks to the guardians bringing this knowledge to us, the Christos, inner Christ, inner Christos, this Maharata, this ancient knowledge is coming to us. These beings are bringing it to us. We are those beings incarnating. We're starseeds. We're indigo. We're Lyran Starseeds, Vatos, the Sphinx, the pyramid. That's our heritage. That's the human heritage. That's the Lyran heritage. That's us. That lion is us. We're from Lyra, the cradle. Everything's from cradle Lyra, but we're from Lyra Armatena. What's up? Others are representing Vega. Others are representing Avion. We're representing Armentana. The Emerald Order, the Blue Flame. This is where Lyran's, okay, there's the Cat People. The Cat People created the Lyran Syrian Anuhazi, and the Cat People are in density 4. They created Leonines in density 3. They created the Lyran Syrian Anuhazi in density 3. Actually, it's probably the Lyran Syrian Anuhazi first, and they're the ones that they created lots of races, but they're the first race to be hominid. They are the hominid template of our time matrix. The hominids come from Lyra. You ended up with a body looking form, like humans, like 2 arms and 2 legs. Hominid, well, that came from, part of your DNA came from Lyra. And realize there's many hybrids in the universe of universes, in the dimensions, and these ETs and metaterrestrials. Well, ETs. These beings are mixed, man. That's why you'll see a reptile with wings called a dragon. Because now it's mixed. Mixed between the Ceres, bird people, and the Omicron draconian beings. Which are gold flame seraphi, fallen beings, seraphim. So we have this war between the two of them, the blue flame and gold flame. There's not much talk about the gold violet flame. They're peaceful. They're much more peaceful. They're not involved as much, hardly, compared to these 2 races. The Anunnaki and the Draconian Matrix and the Necromaton Matrix, because they are freaking... Wait, I want to make sure, because I'm a Virgo and I can't stand it if my information is not right. The Necromaton are higher than their forefathers. I'm gonna get lit, but I just want to say this before I forget. The Necromaton are higher than their forefathers. They became higher than the Dracon. They're the Dracons. They're part of that same level because they're talking about dinos, insectoids. That's what an Omicron is. It's a dino insectoid. Part dinosaur, part insectoid, part reptilian. You know, you get a reptilian out of that. That's what they're representing. They're moth people, like moth beings. Moth reptiles and moth insects. Crazy, scary shit. And, but the way that the Necromaton, which is at the same level as the Draconians, originally, they got 1 step higher than them in the D11 because they mixed with the Anu Elohim, which is from D11. So this 10-dimensional being, DNA, got upgraded because of the Anu Elohim level from D11. So that's why they're so freaking powerful. They're part Draconian, but they're part Anunnaki too. They're a kick-ass. I mean, am I still got the camera? Sorry. Yeah, they're a kick-ass race. I mean, for the dark side. There's 3 dark Siths. We have the Anunnaki dark Sith. We have the Draconian dark Sith and the Necromaton dark Sith. It's actually also the Necromatons that created the United Intruder Resistance, where they were trying to get both of the sides together so they could attack the Guardians together, you know, in strength together, instead of fighting each other. I don't know if that lasted forever, but that's something they have done back and forth a few times, gotten together. But for the most part, they're after they're fighting, they're competing for territories, you know. This Earth, the reason why it's so valuable is because of Inner Earth. There's now, because of Inner Earth, there's a whole network of stargates and you get to inner Earth through Earth. They want to get to inner Earth. We're races of indigos and starseeds and guardians being born around these gates. We're whether we're aware of it or not, we're meant to be guarding these freaking gates, man. All these creatures from Orion will want to get through. All of these Necromaton beetle tortoise people will try to come through. And the dragons, they want to all get through our gates, man. That's how sacred and how important and how, wow, crazy this war is, spiritual war. While they're being born here, looking human, with their Illuminati, little puppets, they're not human, dude. You find out and do some research who's the Illuminati. These people are not only human. It's explained and even talked about. They're actually called Leviathan, which is connected to the tribe of Levites. Leviathan. These are part Leviathan human. I mean, those are the human tribe, part mixed with the Anunnaki. These are no longer human when you mix with another extraterrestrial race. You're a different race now. You're not even the alien race. But since they're claiming it and using it, they'll use it. You know, they're the creators of this hybrid, so they'll use them. They have a purpose. Just like there's a Dracos. The Dracos is part human. It's got a purpose. They despise human. Why would they make a part human creature? Well, because of the DNA codes. And it gives them, like I said, now they're able to incarnate. So you gotta believe there must be a bunch of designer DNA out there. And people in the know making their own designer DNA. Having the money, the resources, the power to make DNA genetic experiments. While the little humans don't believe that the government even has this potential. Don't believe we're going outside the fishbowl, flat earth bullshit nonsense. No, honey. You're just kept in the dark like there's nothing out there. Nothing to see. Yes, there is. No, it's a bowl. It's a fishbowl. Nothing's outside the fishbowl. Dude, you see the bowl. You see it. That means there's something on the other side of it. Who knows what these flat earthers believe? You don't think. So, anyways, I'm not here to mock. I love you, whatever you believe. We don't judge, because law of one means you all are one. Even if someone has distortion, you don't tell them. We don't critique people. You don't give them what you think about them, your opinion. You don't give your opinion to, of what you think. You're judging, asshole. Are you spiritual or not spiritual? Bullshit. Every now and then I have to call bullshit on people. I'll say that. I'll say, I call bullshit on you, and I'll tell them why, and see what they say. I leave little hearts and smileys and stuff. And I tell them, because I know I only say that when the people are being pretty dark. When they're being dark, I call bullshit. You can say bullshit friendly and kind and sweetly. Bullshit. Look at them and smile. And tell them exactly why, nice and calm. I call bullshit on you. I don't believe anything you're saying. We know because of this, you say. It doesn't have to be a boxing match. Poof. I got a 45. I got a knife. What? Are you guys crazy? Stop. You get along. Was there any fire? Does anyone want to see get lit? Not one person. Who wants to get lit? Put a little fire in the chat. I'm so happy to see you guys. You're brilliant. Yes, you are, Vatos. You're brilliant. We have to stay brilliant together. Have this brilliant energy together. Team Indigo, Vatos, come on. Don't you want to join this high vibe? Don't you want to have high vibe friends? Like really, even meet a high vibe partner. Why have a 3D partner? Right? You want someone who's into this stuff, who's into spiritual ascension. That's like you know that you can evolve and you're trying to evolve. That's what this DNA bioregenesis is all about. We're working on, not from the Hindu point of view, not from these New Age point of views, not from the science point of view. I mean, like, the bullshit science. It is a sacred spiritual science. We're doing it from a different point of view, from the Guardian Alliance point of view, which is a whole chain of guardian angelic nations, which are ETs. An angel is an ET, and we talk about that in great detail. And density 3 ETs are actually are what you call archangels. So these bullshit systems will crumble and fall. All the old paradigms will crumble and fall. A new consciousness is replacing this old. It has to go, you guys. Just like the previous Atlantean consciousness had to end. Apparently, so did the Lemurian. Lemurian had to end. Now Aryan will have to end. And the next race, we already know what their name is. The Muvarians. They're going to end too. Because right after the third strand is the fourth strand. And after the Muvarians is the Unchechi. Now, we talk about it in my Angelic Human Race video. You have to watch that long video. But you get to the point where you understand, as soon as you get to the sixth dimension, you connect to the Starseed DNA. 7 through 12. As soon as you get to 6D, you can plug in the Starseed DNA. So our journey is really only to 6D. We're trying, but for ascension purposes, you need 4th and 5th. You don't need the 6th yet. You just want to get the hell to Tara, guys. You want to get out of here and go, because you know this is not a good place to stay. You don't want to stay on Earth. Maybe some of you love it here. So, it won't always be a wonderful place to be. So, just letting you know, for your own soul's sake, like your soul wants you to do good in this life, to make the activations, the Lyran Starseed activations, or whatever Starseed you are, make those activations and awaken and help others. Let me get lit, you guys, because I think it's important to awaken your higher realizations, transmission. It's like you take the aperture and open it. So more flows through, more current of the, like your garden hose, your sink hose, you're opening the current, the valve, the aperture, the hole, how much is coming through. Close it. Sometimes you close it all the way. Nothing gets through. There is no higher dimensional energy coming to your brain, to your consciousness, to your body field. You're just getting 3D code. No, let's raise the code right now. Let's get lit. Sotas machichiwa. Okie dokie, man. I'm gonna get lit. It takes 90 seconds. About 90 seconds. I gotta step outside, smoke. I'll be right back. And we'll be talking different, thinking different, being different for 30 minutes or so, okay? I'm still working on the Serify video. I'm sorry, it's only slowed me down because I had to make this diagram with the races on it. And then you guys will understand why when you see the video. But once I get that done, then plus you guys will have a better tool. That's a tool on my website. You want the diagram? Check it out. It's yours to look at and work with. That's why I made it. It's a resource. It's a tool. A Christos avatar tool for this information about the dimensions, about the races, about your energies, about your chakras, spiritual ascension, about those. It's a great honor to be here with you. Oh, mama people, apasata kacha. See these stargates, these doorways to other worlds, to future worlds, other places. You're taking these doorways to other worlds, and that's what we're doing. That's what Earthseas are doing. There's the Egypt, there's Atlantis. We're going there. Atlanteans, Aryans, we were going there a long time ago. Oh, Tai Chi. I'ma get lit. I'll be right back, Vato Locos. Oh, those are starseeds if you can't see the word. Let me zoom out a tiny bit. Alright. I'll be right back. Sorry. I'm gonna get lit. Will be in a better realizations than... It'll be interesting. Let's see. Smoke. Sometimes you just have to. Sorry if there's a disconnection. No, there's not. This is good vibes. Good vibes only, but man. Alright, Vato Locos. I know you're there. I miss you. Oh my gosh. Hi. What's going on? We got Entertainment Hub. What's going on, Bato? Anuhazi, Thunder 444. Kiva Shea, Matsitas Machakaya, Ekashad Grande. Wachu Makataya. That's awesome, Holy One. You've been doing your homework. Oh, Machita, Heather Maria. Greetings, Holy One. Machitas. You guys have your experiences going on. You have your own connections. Life Monique, love and light to you, Holy Ones. DBS staff, what's up? We have Nick Love to Smile. What's up, Holy One? Rhiannon Burns in the house. Thank you for sending your love, Holy One. Oh my God, yes. Yeah. Alright. Wow, that's interesting. Thank you for sharing, Holy One. Amachiwa. Atsimasu. Kakachiwa sama. Samakachiwa. Excuse me. Kochawa sutas. Hamaka pachiche. Kind of like some formal, informal. Kochawa sutas. Sotarniki. Someday it'll be like some improved communication with a different race, a different level, different identity level. Coaches, kind of like not phone but telepathic. Whoa! Damn, I felt that. Did you guys hear that? That was thunder. Fuck. If the electricity goes out, now you know why. No shitas. I didn't know it was already here though. I just want to make sure that I saved my documents. That's saved. Because I've literally had the electricity go out before. And I didn't have everything saved, I don't think. What the hell is this? Oh, masutas, machikewas. Homakaewa. Alright, so if the electricity goes out, I'm cool. I mean, it won't be cool to have to start over with you guys, but... Machiwa. We got King Smurgle Nurgleson, the Viking. We're still here. Don't worry, Holy One. And also, you can see it like afterwards. You can catch up afterwards if you want. But yeah, the more of you guys. I'm so glad to have the more of you guys. We're like sometimes incarnating with each other. Like in past lives, some of us are soul family, so we're gonna see each other and maybe even recognize each other. And then you're gonna get some fake people saying that to you, giving you all kinds of bullshit, trying to get close to you, say they're part of your soul family. Oh, we're soul family. Oh, you're my soul mate, even though I don't believe in that nonsense. This is your own idea of belief. So the people will try to use these concepts to trick someone, you know. But you can see through someone's bullshit. Avakaya. You know what their creed is. It's real simple to learn the creed. When you learn the creed and law of one, you will be able to basically check anything based on its polarity. What's its really representing. So you will find that some religions are misrepresenting. They're actually bringing you the opposite of what you think, which sounds unbelievable. But when you start learning what these false creeds are, it's almost like how could we not see it? Like, it's all blatant. These values, like, how long have we been ignorant of these values? How long have we forgotten these principles of law of one? Now we're so used to just some freaking distortion. We're so used to a broken version of ourselves, a distorted version, a half version, a fragmented version, a piece of ourselves, not the whole part of ourselves. We're disempowered, it feels like. See, this is what you don't want to become. You want to have this self-controlling thoughts, a meditation, a stillness. Stop all these crazy thoughts. Stop thoughts. Go into relaxation without falling asleep. Okay? Masu. Go into nature. Take a break for a few days. Literally. Go into nature for a few days. Take a break from the energies and don't rely on a computer or a phone. Have one in case there's an emergency. Don't use it for anything else. Like, you want to be cut off and just take this as a healing and a meditation period in a nature without no energies. None of these negative energies around us 24/7. We're just living in this you would say energy pollution. We're surrounded, we're immersed in an energy pollution, and it's disempowering, and you don't go outside of it that often. Well, some people do, and we recommend go to nature, and then you get yourself out of this grid, and then you get into a deep thinking process. Why take advantage of this time instead of just play and go? You can maybe go hiking while you're thinking in deep. Not having, do this solo, man. I know you want to take your partner, but don't. You do this solo. Otherwise, you're not going deep enough. You're wide awake talking to someone. What are you gonna do? So, Makaya Sosutas, Hamaka Chivasi, Amaku. I love you, holy ones. Makushi. See. It's like a serpent. Naka, look like a dragon. Let's see. Siakavasua. Nanyats. Katachias Matas Komayas. Say, I am Christar 3 times. I am Christar. I am Christar. Fostuchiva Simo Makaya. See Su. Koiwa Sumashi. Oyuakatas. Oyimotochima Tankimatatengia Saya. Wow, I hear that thunder, man. That just kind of adds a nice little touch. Man, that was a totally freaking foreign, weird being. Whatever that was right there, that was not from this world. Very unusual language. One of the strangest. Oh my gosh. That was incredible. It was just a strong connection to a high level ET. Socha. This is a way. It's a way. For me, it's a great honor to be part of the Christos, to bring this ascension knowledge. When I'm making this video and these diagrams, it's so exciting. I feel good to be sharing this like cool freaking knowledge with you, and to be part of it in some way, you know, in my own way, my own contribution to this knowledge. I'm not gonna be pushed around and shoved anymore. I'm gonna fight back. Next time someone wants to say I'm copying their information, I'm just gonna challenge that. Sorry. Vastita. Some people will take advantage. Nope. Sorry, you're not controlling, manipulating, doing something there. Sotas. Kaiwasi. The energy is strong, you guys. When you talk about spiritual ascension, wow. You're part of the Christos. That means you know about the dimensions and all that, right? You're going beyond into the We're talking about Christos, tall D. Okay, we're bringing in like heavy hitters here. You're part of this. You're learning. You have been attracted to Advanced Templar for a reason. You're coming from that. Your consciousness is coming from that Advanced Templar. And when you learn this kung fu, this judo, this spiritual science, you're gonna be kicking some major ass. Yeah. You're gonna be a great asset for light, love, holy ones, machiwa. That's what we're remembering once again. Our true Christed perspective and point of view, Vato Locos. It's beautiful. You're beautiful. We're a Christ. We are their home now. We are the Christ consciousness. We are the living, breathing Christ consciousness of the planet. You, me, sister, brother, indigos, lightworkers, starseeds. We are the living, breathing Christhood. We're Christed. We're bringing that Christed aspects. We're bringing in pieces of it. I'm bringing some pieces of it. You're bringing some pieces of it. You see why it can't be done by one big hero. This is a group effort. We are a people. We are a race. And we're coming into, kind of like straggling through. We're coming in like sporadically. We'll get some indigos coming in. We'll get some more indigos coming in later. A little bit later, we'll have some more indigos coming in. A little bit later, they're, what's that called? They come in spurts. So, and I'm from the indigos from the 70s. That's why it's possible I could be an indigo. That's one sign I could be an indigo type 1, but I'm not saying I am. I'm at least an indigo type 2 because obviously I'm living the life of an indigo 2. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to be. Never mind. It doesn't matter. I'm just activating my DNA. I know I am. And I hope you guys are working on your DNA. It's this conscious energy that you start feeling. You'll start feeling them, the current. Like I feel my heart chakra. I feel my solar plexus. I feel my crown. My chi. Right here. My third eye. Oye masutas mochi su kamatas. So you bring this energy and you stand in this code and you bring this heritage, this code, this like DNA code is memory. That's why when you activate DNA, it returns memory. It might come in like in pieces, fragments, but eventually it will release the full content because it comes in chunks. You'll get the full chunk. You'll see the full picture, and until you get your next one. Chunk. My chivasi okomatas. What people call downloads. You'll be getting downloads. Keep getting them. You're living life here for a reason. You're getting the DNA, the memory. You're building the DNA. You're participating in this human thing. Our purpose is to build this DNA to we're completed. We're in the middle. Apparently, we're in the middle. Wow, Holy One. Thank you, Leo. You're awesome, brother. Oh, you're so kind. Yeah, man. You're speaking it, brother. Thank you, Thunder. And you guys do too. I can hear you. This guy's speaking truth. Almacitas. Well, not all, man. I still got stuff to understand myself. Like one of my questions, I might just even put it on the page where the diagram is. I'm gonna pose a question, and because it doesn't make any sense to me. And there's probably an answer, but because just like there's something about the time matrix where 13th dimension is the center, is the entrance point to these high level beings. It just seems like a weird number, 13. So, but that's apparently the blue flame, 13th dimension, and I'm just wondering. That's just, I mean, I understand the explanation though, and I tell you guys what the explanation is. It just feels weird to me, that's all. But that's just me. So that's the information. And I made my diagram with that information. That the blue flame is the 13th dimension. What my question is, if that's the first race, the middle one is the gold flame. So they're second. They are second. Straight up. That's why I'm confused if they're second. Okay, so the blue flame creates first in the 12th dimension. They create the felines in the 12th dimension. So the next should be the gold flame in the 11th dimension, right? Nope. It's the violet flame. Why? Why are all the violet flames first before the gold flame creates their races in the 10th dimension? That's my question. I'm simply passing on what it says in the knowledge, in the information. I'm just telling you my personal question. That should be, I have checked it, and I just want to make sure it's not me. But all of the violet flame became before the gold flame races. So, whatever reason. Maybe I'm saying this because maybe some of you are asking the same question. You're like, huh? Someone might answer, so. And what do you call it? This little 13D entranceway. There's also the 8th dimension, which is a major portal way, entranceway. That's the mated galactic core. We haven't talked about that yet, but I will on this channel, Christos Avatar. If you haven't subscribed, please do, because we talk about all the stuff, you guys, from ascension, spiritual awakening, activating chakra. We're going to learn about Merkaba. You're learning about life force energies. The you would say the lowest one, which is probably the only one most people are aware of. The lowest life force energy is Kundalini. There's a greater one, life force energy, and that's why I put that in my time matrix diagram. It's a kick-ass diagram. It's a lot of knowledge packed into a visual tool, and it's fucking brilliant, man. It just came together for me. Yeah, I just made it. I just got inspired. The hardest part was the very beginning, because I'm not an expert in Illustrator, but I had to learn how to use it, the basics. Then I had to learn how to make perfect ovals, how to make a bunch of concentric ovals. That was hard as hell, man. It took me forever to figure that out. You see all the spheres inside the spheres inside the sphere. That took forever. Because I'm a perfectionist, I have to make sure it lines up. It must line up, man. It's not lining up. No good. Can you imagine, the people who bring this knowledge? You have to be so into accuracy, right? And honestly, you guys, I always pray for accuracy. That's one of my prayers. I pray for accuracy of the knowledge. Please assist me with the accuracy of the knowledge. That's the best way for me to word it. I don't want to make mistakes. I want to know the knowledge enough. I want to know it to speak the truth of it, not be distorted in my own way. I'm trying to be a stickler for that. So you get an honest, but my contribution is I'm making this visual, so you can see this freaking advanced shit. So I first of all make this a diagram, and now I make presentations with it for you, and I teach with it now. It's a teaching tool, learning tool. I use it myself. I look at it and meditate on it. Like, this is reality. This is universes. These are ETs. This is consciousness. This is God. This is science. These are dimensions, densities, galaxies, universes, planets, star systems, constellations, stars. Consciousness just flows, man. You get this, you light up, get lit. You get lit. It lights up for a little while, right? How long does your get lit last? It just depends usually on your day and your mood and your energy, right? And your medicine. How good value or content is it? How quality, or THC or whatever. Did you know there's a percentage, like, you want to aim above 25% for strong, right? I don't really get that high up, but around 22%. It's nice to get something stronger every now and then. If you like flower, like me, I like flower. Amachitas, mochikewa. And I like the pipe. It's the easiest way for me. The best strength the fastest working, literally seconds, I will feel the psychic energy increase. So I know it works. It's not a coincidence. It's been happening every time I do this. So it turns on those frequencies, man. I feel them. So you guys want to be able to one day feel them. It's not like, honestly, it's not like I feel energy 24/7. No. But when you become more psychic, you become more powerful. Maybe you will be throughout your day psychic. So obviously I have room to grow too, to a higher mastery. We're all meant to master consciousness. And honestly, guys, if you start talking about this information, you're practicing your throat chakra. Speak truth is practicing your throat chakra, developing, accelerating, training your throat chakra development. It's like a interesting game I used to play, a PC game. I'm into PCs, not Macs, sorry. And as a PC game, I was looking up, stuff like fantasy, kind of like wizards and warriors kind of stuff, right? So the Elder Scrolls video game series. I've played Elder Scrolls of Oblivion and Elder Scrolls of, well, anyways, it's a cool game because it was like you had to develop skills. And just like as a psychic being, a spiritual being, you have to develop skills. That means you have to practice. Just like in the game Elder Scrolls of Oblivion, your character had to do things to practice and develop an ability. Like a mage had to keep practicing fireballs over and over and over until they could cast them. A sword fighter player would have to practice swinging and hitting, literally. They made it realistic, which I loved. I loved in this fantasy game. And so you had to go swing and hit and cast stuff and get better and get the more advanced magic, to get the more advanced weapons, the more advanced armor, whatever. It was a cool game. I like it. So you're trying to do the same thing. We have to get skills, experience. Kind of like this game too. I played Eve Online. You had to learn skill sets. And you had to start learning all these different sciences and stuff. And then it was cool because in the Matrix with Keanu Reeves, Morpheus, Trinity, Neo, they could download knowledge within seconds. They can learn a whole science, a whole technology within a few seconds. Remember, they could download it to their mind. Like one of them learned how to fly a helicopter within a few seconds because they downloaded the knowledge, or whatever they need to learn. Can you imagine? So, damn, all you gotta do is just download information all the time, and you have it in your brain. You have the understanding of it within seconds instead of going to college for a 6-month semester. What the hell? Waste your time. Like Neo, you could just download it. Come on. There must be a part of future technology to do this. Expand your mind. Think outside ordinary into extraordinary until that becomes normal, and then you'll expand it again. Evolve again to a higher level, just like these beings. For sure, carbon matter, carbon crystal, crystal silicate, crystal liquid, crystal vapor. Finally, you leave the time matrix back to orgasm with the ascended masters, internal collectives of consciousness. They're probably having divine parties, divine everything. Just super badass living conscious existence. Wow. Why go into the time matrix? Maybe our time matrix started out great, right? Awesome. Until it got dark. Party over. Now it's time to suffer. Wow, nice. Thanks. Ass wipes. Well, we make our own reality. Let's make a new reality because this one got effed up. Let's do this with different principles, holy ones. I love you. Let's do this with a different way because the other way does not work. The old way, the old paradigm, the old thinking, screw that. Didn't you learn from the old way? No? Well, go back then. We're going to invite people not like you. We're going to invite people to our world the opposite of you. Well, you're not invited. We're going to only invite select consciousness. We don't want the old paradigm consciousness on our new conscious paradigm. What's the point of evolving if you're not evolving? You're not evolving. That's because of some bad apples? No. You have to, what? Change their free will choice for them. No, I'm joking. That was a trick question. Did you agree with that? Makaya Mochibas. It's been a great pleasure. Yeah. Wonderful. She. So. Ka. Oh. Ah. It. What's up, Vato Locos? Haha. There's some pretty different stuff on this channel. Yeah. You never seen anything like this before. I don't think so. It's weird. Weird stuff about spirits and shit. No, it's not weird shit, man. It's normal. It's not extraordinary. It's ordinary. Vato, what's up? Maybe you have to open your mind to the potential. Do you know your potential, Vato Loco? Did you know you can travel through time? Did you know you can go out of your body? Did you know that you can heal your own suffering and pain and diseases? Did you know that you can learn how to go through transdimensional spiritual ascension? Yeah. It takes a lot of work, but you can learn how to create your Merkaba, right? You're going to run this code. You're going to be bringing in this Wakata Maharata Ray. Yeah, that's right. And we're also, yeah, baby, we're going to activate in that higher chakra. We're going to be singing the Song of Orion. We're going to be learning how to contact these higher guardians. What's up, battles? It's awesome. I'm happy. You're not going to be disappointed. We're going to rock and roll, man. It's brilliant. I say so myself. Oh man, it's gonna be profound. Thank you for being at Christos Avatar, guys, because you know this is gonna be big someday, right? Some of you don't think so, but you don't understand. You don't resonate with this information. That's okay. It's not for everybody. No, it's not. I'm not offended if you're offended. I mean, I'm not offended if you're trying to offend me. I have to stay peaceful and living law of one. I have to manifest that in my own personal life. I have to make the right choices and be law of one. I have to stand and be one of the be integrity. Your integrity, impeccability. That means you make a good track record. It's impeccable. Do you have an impeccable record? Well, make it impeccable. You are guardian. You are an impeccable being. Be one. You are mindfulness. Do you know what that means? To be mindful. Yeah? So you're going to be a mindful being. You're going to be gratitude. You're going to be joy. Try to be joy and bliss. Not try. You must be. Resonate. Vibrate at joy. That means you're smiling for real. You're probably giggling and laughing and just enjoying, playful, like a child is playful. Just joyful to be playing. Happy to be alive. Happy. Happy. I love you. I love you. I love you. Love and light. Love and light. Love and light. Peace. Inner peace. You bring this inner peace to the world. You are seeing this energy of the dear, peaceful energy, dear, my dear spirit guide, Holy One, Vas Mokochi na Tatini Matanke Boso. Hanchi Waso Nike Banjagi Wasata Hancheka Posoni Pusuwa. You guys are brilliant. Yeah. We lost some people. I guess that happens. And it is getting late, I guess. So I'll let you go, Vato Locals. It's only 7:44, but Lion Walker, Holy One. Shiva Satatayavasa. Leo Murray. You guys are beautiful. Thank you for being here with Lyran Starseed activation. I hope you're getting activated. I hope you're feeling this. This is going to become more, as I start making these important, vital videos. It's gonna create more attention. More people are gonna look twice at this information. Even when like I have some video right now on TikTok going big. Like it was 24 hours ago and it's already at like 25,000 views. That happens sometimes on TikTok. But I haven't gone over 50K yet. But this could be what you call a candidate if it doesn't slow down, man. And that's freaking awesome. So check that out. I'm also on Instagram. That's not as popular because it's my newest account. I just started it this year, I think. I actually think I started TikTok this year too. I just been more successful at TikTok. But anyways, it's a bigger platform maybe. But no, not really. They kind of like challenge each other. But so far, I just want to focus. It's important to be focused on YouTube. Other channels will be secondary, so it's so flexible and so awesome. YouTube. I'm glad you guys are here on YouTube. You can't really teach ascension very well at all with only 60-second TikTok videos, right? That's kind of hard to explain some of these concepts. Alright, you guys, I'll let you go for now, but please come back again. I don't know if I'll go back to every day, but who knows, maybe I'll go back to every day. Because I literally tried after 2 days, I missed it. I missed you guys, and I've had so many positive feedback, like comments from you guys. Some of you personally have left comments how much you like my live, or how you left good comments about the live itself, and so that makes me more motivated to do lives because of you guys. I'm doing the lives because of you, because you guys have given me these comments, so it's helping. Some of you are listening or learning. So it's no problem to spend 2 hours of my day with you guys. I'm glad you guys do. It's a cool channel. It's a cool information. You guys know the Voyager's material is freaking awesome, and I am bringing my contribution to the information, and I am understanding it finally after years. My own self took a while. It was actually because the information at the beginning was so challenging, man. It was so freaking advanced shit that and it's the way, dude, I didn't know this till later. It's the way she writes. She doesn't consider, I don't know why, she doesn't consider explaining the words. Not all of them. So you're like, what the hell, man? It boggles your mind, and you don't understand why when none of the words are being explained. You're just being given brand new words you never heard of before, and it's not being explained. You're like, what? And so that's why I didn't give up, but I just stopped reading the information for a while and learning it. So I would take breaks like that and try to go back and understand. I think what I was trying to do, though, I was starting out with advanced shit. I was trying to understand the fission and fusion and the particle, particum, the ultra micro particle physics. That just, I kept going, beating my head up over that, man. Come on, what the hell? I wanted to understand. It made me frustrated. So you might feel that frustration. That's why that's where I come in. I'm trying to break it down so it's not frustrating. Because I don't want you to experience what I had to experience. Now, it might take a while to, because there's a lifetime of information here, but we're going to do it together. Yeah. We're going to get big together, Vato Locos. Yeah. Blessings. I hear you guys hear the thunder. Maybe I'm going to be in candlelight soon. Not trying to manifest that. Can I give you a hug? Anyone wants a hug? I love you. Give me a hug. Oh. Can you kiss me? I want to kiss you. Will you let me kiss you? I'm gonna like nibble lightly on your lower lip. I love you guys. You've been good. You love yourself. Love yourself. Love others. All are God. Even though your pet is God, you should treat it better. A plant in your yard is God. You should treat that better. That insect you're about to murder, you should treat that better. Like, go out of your way not to kill something, maybe? Try it. It's a way of thinking. Vasutas. It's almost like when you don't care about those things, we can see whose DNA you have, what kind of DNA you have. You know? You get in that reptilian coldness thing, lack of empathy. Oh. That's reptilian for ya. Get some cold ass humans. Well, they're probably hybrids. Drake hybrids. It's like body snatching, taking over bodies from, hybrids. Yeah. Now they're a mixed being. They're creating a majority on the planet so they have rule. Have you seen those They Live glasses? You put on the They Live, They Live. It's the name of a movie. Yeah. Look it up. They Live. Oh yeah, I've seen it. You see the glasses? You put them on? Damn. What? That's what this guy does. He gets special glasses. He didn't. What the hell? I think he needed glasses and he put them on. Somebody gave them to him. He didn't. As soon as he put them on, he started seeing shit. Not only shit, but you could see aliens that were looking like humans. You can see hybrids. They're here. They live. That was a cool movies from the 80s, you know. Someone kind of disclosure. Don't you want to see? Have that vision? Well, honey, just get some psychic powers. That's all. Goodness gracious, look at you. Aren't you delightful? It's a great, great time to be alive. Yeah. I'm excited. I am pumped. We're ready to live. We're ready to be free. We're ready to expand. Like when we were young, do you once remember when you had some ambition? You were actually trying to learn. I was as a teenager trying to learn to be a business, self-employed person. I learned how to create business. Well, anyways, I had to go through some learning process. Don't we all, you know, even for the best things in your life, you had to work for it? Or maybe you were just giving it. Damn, you're lucky, huh? You manifested it. Good job, man. That means your intuitive, empathic, light working abilities are working. Yeah. You want to learn more about your heritage, your stellar heritage, yes? You want them to see, what family am I? What resonates with me? So, me personally, I feel I know violet flame and blue flame. So maybe some of you are this. What is what? It's an emerald order and amethyst order. So I like to say emerald amethyst order. Vastila. According to Voyagers, you Amakuchi. Damn, dude. Some of this shit is just like trips me out. Profound, man. And it's so, it's sometimes, you know, there's some blocks here. You know, we're getting blocked. We're getting, the word is diminished. We're being diminished. Like our true potential is being diminished. Experiencing our full potential. We're being handicapped, so to speak. Someone's cheating. Yeah, it ain't fair play. They're trying to get advantage over you by making you sick. You know, if you're sick, if you're always feeling pain, well, you know, you're pretty much diminished for them. They don't have to worry about you no more because you're just dealing with pain. Get people to be suffering physically and they can't function like normal. They're going to have problems functioning normal when they're too busy being miserable and sick or in pain, right? When existence is only about pain, this is not existence. They want to put you into this existence. Because actually, they benefit when you're suffering. They actually receive some special energy. It's called loosh energy. They're feeding off of fear, off of guilt, off of suffering. If you're suffering, they're benefiting. They're feeding off of that suffering energy. Wow. That's a nice creature. No, it's not. So, Makachi. What you need to do is to go through your own truth. Like, you need to be able to be honest with yourself. Brutal, even if you can't get yourself to change your mind. Mochitasa. You get used to serving the flesh, serving the ego, serving these dark beings. You get used to it. It becomes a pattern, a way. You could change that. Yeah. Sorry it took me so long to say bye, but there she goes, right? Consciousness just flows, baby, right? You guys know what I mean. It just, it's coming. It's just like a dam. I mean, it's the dam's not going to stop the flow. It's going to come through. All right, guys. You love yourself. Love yourself. Peace. See you soon. Check out some of my videos. I got a bunch of 60-second videos. Binge those. There's a bunch of tips in there. There's a lot of videos now. Thank you for being part of those videos. Thank you for liking them and watching them. And we're a team. And this is going to go somewhere important. This is going to be something big. I promise you guys. Peace to you. Namaste, brothers and sisters. Hakaya. It's going to be majestic. Yeah. Extraterrestrial, metaterrestrial, ultra-terrestrial. Blessings. Armatena, Lyran Starseed.